How I Met Your Father was a spin-off series of the wildly popular How I Met Your Mother sitcom, but how much is the old show connected to the new? How I Met Your Father came out in 2022, running for 2 seasons, and follows Hilary Duff's Sophie as she tells her kids the story of how she met their father. Throughout the show, Sophie from the future, who is voiced by Kim Cattrall, narrates the crazy stories of her and her friends living in New York in their early 30s. If any of that sounds familiar, it's 'cause it is. The spin-off has an identical formula to the story structure, even having 2 of Sophie's friends living in the same apartment that Ted, Marshall, Lily, and for a time Robin had for a majority of the original show. The connections don't stop there. We also get guest appearances from a few cast members of the original show, including the Captain and Becky, Robin's co-anchor, who are involved in a divorce subplot during the 2-part finale of season 1. There are a couple of surprise appearances as well, one being from Carl the bartender when Sophie finds her way into McLaren's pub towards the end of season 1. Sophie also runs into Robin enjoying a drink at McLaren's, and the two have a heart-to-heart about dating and love in the city. Robin makes a few references to iconic moments in the original series. While this scene was mostly a fun cameo, Robin does offer sage wisdom to Sophie. This scene was the first to bring one of the core cast members back to reprise their role. That isn't the only original cast cameo we would get to see, as in the 2nd season when Sophie accidentally runs into the back of a car, who should come out but the legendary Barney Stinson. After a few quips and a few references to his escapades as New York's biggest creep, Barney and Sophie have another heart-to-heart where Barney imparts some wisdom from his youth. Sadly, after the 2nd season, the show was cancelled, meaning this is all we will see from the original in How I Met Your Father. Nonetheless, when you sprinkle in the occasional reference to a joke or moment from the original, the connection between the 2 shows becomes clear, both conceptually in the way it's presented, as well as literally having the old characters meet the new. With very little to differentiate itself from the original series, How I Met Your Father is as connected as any sequel spin-off show could be. How do you think the tie-ins to the original series were handled? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching ScreenRant.